What is going on YouTube? My name is Bancroft. Thank you for tuning in. And today we're going over set 25 Majin Buu. And like always, there's buttons down below. Feel free to click them. They're there for a reason. But we're going to go through this whole archetype, kind of the ins and outs of the deck. And at the end of the video, I'll kind of go over extra cards I'll be adding to this archetype for my final build for this list. Now, granted, when the set comes out and I get a chance to play a little bit more, I'll have a more in-depth list on how I want to play this instead of doing an archetype base. Because I like doing archetypes, and this is what this is going to be about. So we're going to start with the leader itself, Majin Buu. Activate main once per turn. You add one blue card from your hand to your Z energy. Draw one card. It helps you getting set up for either your Z-Awakens or your Z-Unisons, however you want to play this approach. Obviously, and also this deck has, I would say chains. Not chains, I would say paths. Like you could go a variety of ways with this deck if you really wanted to. I think it's interesting. By variety, maybe like 3 different true methods. The Awaken is when your life is 4 or less, or you have 2 or more Z energy and a blue Z unison with specific cost of 1 in play. You draw 2 cards and go down to 6 life. So there's no hybrid. So in order to play that Z unison, you do need to pay 1 energy for it. The question is, do you want to pay it turn 1? Probably not, just because it's so weak. Your opponent will probably take it out very quickly. Going to the Awakened side, we have Majin Buu, Shapeshifter. Auto once per turn, when your blue Majin Buu card attacks, you draw 1 card. Additionally, if the attacking card has an energy cost of 4, choose up to 1 of that attacking card, switches active mode. This card can't attack for the turn. This is where the deck gets very, I would say, interesting. The deck has a lot of Z leaders. This is a very Z leader heavy deck. And when you attack with Majin Buu, you say if you attack your leader first, the auto will proc all of it once. And what that means is that you draw 1 card, and that is it. But if you attack with a 4-cost Majin Buu, you draw a card, then you restand that Majin Buu, and then you can't attack with the leader. But then if you Z-Awaken, then you can attack with the leader. So you want to be able to get the 4 drops on the board, and there are plenty of those as well, and get these attacks out. And that way you can turn on Z-Awaken and go from there. And for the Z leaders, there are 4 different ones. And we're going to go over all of them. There's one Z leader that's like, this is the important Z leader, it's the one you want to play. And then the other 3 kind of like, you could play this is cute, this is fun. It makes the other one cheaper to play. So we're going to start with the 3 first before going to that 1. And starting off with Majin Buu, Absorbing Intelligence. For one blue energy and then 1 Z energy, if you have 2 or more cards in your combo area, you could play this on top of your Majin Buu Shapeshifter. Now, what's interesting about these 3 that I'm about to go over, all the same thing. So you have to have 2 or more cards in your combo area, and it has to be the Majin Buu Shapeshifter. This one in particular, though, once per turn, when this card attacks, you switch up to 1 of your mono blue energies active mode. So it's kind of like you're playing for free. You're using 1 Z energy, but the energy you use to play this card, you get back, which is kind of nice. All 3 of these have pretty much the same auto. Some of them are a little bit worded differently, but this one right here, if it's your opponent's turn, remove this card from the game at the end of the battle for this card or at the end of your opponent's turn. So pretty much they are all 20Ks, but if your opponent attacks into it just once at the end of that battle, it goes away. If they don't attack into your leader, then at the end of their turn, it goes away. So you kind of got to use these sparingly, and that's why there's so many. Like there's different routes you could go with them, and yeah. Going over the second one, which is Absorbing the Strongest Rookie. Like I said, same Z Awakened, but the auto here is at the end of the battle for this card. Choose it to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and place it at the bottom of the owner's deck. Then, same auto, your opponent's turn, remove this card, yada, yada, yada. What's kind of great about this is that your opponent can attack into you. You can Z Awaken during your opponent's turn, and then because that card was in battle, at the end of the battle, you can bounce another card. But you do have to pay the 1 energy during your opponent's turn just to Z-Awaken and then immediately goes away. So that method's not as effective. But getting this card on the board and then have a 20K leader for at least 1 attack and then immediately get rid of another card isn't a bad idea. And then the last of these 3, we have Absorbing the Ultimate Source of Power. Same Awaken, but now it has a permanent. Your opponent can't attack your Z-Unisons. And then the auto is a little bit different. So if it's your opponent's turn, at the end of the battle for this card, or at the end of the turn, play 1 Majin token in rest mode, and then remove this card from game. So it gives you a token, a 15K token. It plays in rest mode, but it kind of gives you a free 15K beater down the road if you want to. And then there's some cards that allow you to combo those cards off as well. Now, kind of going into transformation to true evil, true form. This is the one you want to go into. This is what makes this deck kind of interesting and a little bit of aggro to it. Normally, it has 2 blue energy to play it with 3 Z energy, but it has an activate main limit 1 for 1 blue energy. Place one of your Z energies in your drop. Move a blue Majin Buu Z leader in your leader area from the game. Place this card from your Z deck on top of the leader in active mode. Now it has an auto. If you have 4 more energy, when this card is placed in your leader area, you draw 1 card. Play up to 2 blue Majin Buu cards with energy cost 4 from your hand. Those cards get plus 5,000 power for the turn. Then you remove this card from the game at the end of the turn. The way I see this is that you play the Absorbing Intelligence. You swing with the 4-drop, get your draw, resend the 4-drop, Z-Awaken to this guy, swing with the leader. It'll give you an energy back. Swing with the 4-drop, however you want to do that. Then turn around, use Activate Main on Transformation to True Form to pop the Z leader. Play this one in active mode. Now you have another 20k to swing with. But then it also plays 2 other 4-drops, and those 2 other 4-drops gets plus 5k. So I think that's the true route you want to go with this. And what makes this even better is the Z-Unisons. Starting off with Majin Buu, Friendly Majin. It is a 1/1 to play. This is also the alternative Awaken. It has a permit that you reduce the Z-Awaken skill cost on Majin Buu cards in your Z deck by 1 blue energy. +1 activate battle if your leader is blue Majin Buu and you have and there are 2 or more cards in your combo area, you draw 1 card. This is really good because it could be proc during your turn and your opponent's turn. It is a 5k unison that only gets a +1 marker over time though, so it can be very vulnerable. But the fact that its permit reduces the Z-Awaken cost by 1 blue means that on turn 1, you could play this Majin Buu, then turn around and then play Majin Buu Absorbing Intelligence for free because it reduces the cost here. And then when this card attacks, you get to restand energy. Then you have 2 more energy to attack if you want to. Or even later turns when you have 4 energy, if this Majin Buu is still on the board, you could pay 1 energy to play something, then turn around, freely play Majin Buu Absorbing Intelligence, attack with it, and then use that energy that you just happen to restand to play Transformation to True Form. I think this Unison is really great for this deck. Like I said, though, it's very vulnerable. It's a 5k. And we get a +1 marker. And if your opponent attacks into it, you can't activate this Activate Battle unless you have a blocker on board or some other way to stop the attacks. That way you can go into a battle step. The other Z-Unison we got was Deborah, Stone Transformation Nightmare. It's a 4/2. It doesn't really... This isn't a unison that really benefits this deck, truly. But it's just an overall good 4-drop unison. And I know a lot of people, when they saw it, are like, oh, cool, Bojack has a way to awaken now. It's dual attack blocker. And this is the equivalent, quote unquote, of the Majin Buu 4-drop that's been limited to 1. Because it has a -1 and -1 ability, so there's no plussing to it. It's a 4-cost unison. Its first -1 is an auto. When one of your opponent's cards attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, negate its skills for a turn. It can't attack for the turn. So it's not like where our current Majin Buu unison has the -1 just bottom a card. That's cool. But this one, on the other hand, is that your opponent gets 1 attack in, and you go, cool, -1, that card can't attack now. The secondary -1 is Activate Main, where you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards ignoring Barrier, and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. Then switch up to one of your mono blue energy to active mode at the end of your turn. This card still costs 4 energy, so like I said, I don't know ultimately if this is the best card for it, but it's definitely a card that you want in your Z deck, and I think it'll be in every blue Z deck, because if you have nothing else to play, this isn't a bad card at all. And like I said, you just do the first -1 to pop a card, and then you get to reset energy at the end of your opponent's turn. So even if you're tapped out because you play this card, you're getting energy back for Dimension Magic or other good blue negate stuff. Moving over to the 4-cost Majin Buus, we're going to start off with Birth of Pure Evil. It is permanent. If your leader is a Z leader, this card gains Double Strike, which is amazing because it doesn't specify color, and I'll get more into that in a second. Auto, when this card attacks, choose up to 1 battle card, with energy cost 7 or less in your opponent's battle area or drop, use it in a combo in your combo area with its skills to get it for the turn. When this card attacks, you pretty much just go, I'm going to take that card for right now and put it right here. That's not bad. Just keep in mind, if you Z charge it, it goes to your opponent's Z energy instead, so you just let it go to drop. The activate main, limit 1 for 1 energy, no color required here. If your leader is a Majin card and you have 3 or more energy, play this card from your hand. So this works with any Majin Buu deck that has a Z leader, which is pretty cool. Like, you can run this in the yellow Majin Buu deck. I think this is fun. It's exciting. It is super rare for a reason. Yeah, this is awesome. Next one we'll go over is releasing the ultimate source of power. This one has a D permanent where you can use Majin tokens in combo and rest mode. When this card attacks, you get to play a Majin token in rest mode. And the activate main for 1 blue energy if your leader is blue Majin card. And you have 2 more energy, draw 1 card, play this card from your hand. The fact that when you play this card and then immediately attack, this card becomes pretty much it's a 15k on attack. Then it will create a Majin token that you can turn on and just combo off, making it a 20, which is pretty cool. You know, it generates its own combo power, which is kind of nice for 1 energy, and it draws you a card so it replaces itself on play as well. Next is Confrontation with a Noble Heart. This is a barrier blocker with the blocker being limit 1, but auto limit 1 as well for 1 blue energy if your leader is blue, and if your leader is a Z leader, or if you have a blue Z card in play. At the end of the battle, when this card was used in a combo from your hand, you get to play this card from your drop. So pretty much you combo it, pay 1 energy, play it right afterwards. When this card attacks or activates blocker, you can use up to 1 mono blue battle card with 5,000 combo power from your drop, and a combo it with skills to get for a turn. What's great about this is that you can use this defensively to combo out of attack. You pay the 1, you play this card, boom, you block the next attack. You get to then combo card from your drop, and then Z charge that, which is kind of nice. Going over rookie power, this card has deflect, but when it attacks, it draws 1 card. Activate main for 1 blue energy. It's the exact same as the last one, not the last, sorry, the one before, unleashing ultimate power, where if your leader is blue Majin Buu and you have 2 or more energy, play this card from your hand. You don't get to draw on that because the attack gives you a draw. And then the last one, innate evil power, which deflect as well, has the exact same auto as releasing ultimate power, where 2 blue energy, leaders blue Majin Buu card, draw 1, play this card from your hand. But when this card attacks, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and up to 1 battle card in your opponent's drop, and use them in a combo from your combo area to get their skills return. This right here, for 2 energy, draws you a card. On attack, creates the 2 cards in your combo area from your opponent's field and or drop. And then you can use the Unison's ability if you have the 1-drop Majin Buu. Actually, battle +1 to draw another card because you have 2 cards in your combo area. All of these, their autos are not limit 1, which is incredible. So you could play Rookie Power, swing with it, draw 1 card, leader's auto will proc, draw 1 card, restand Rookie Power, then attack a Rookie Power again to draw another card. Or if you just want to get rid of a board presence, innate evil power, for 2 energy, you're drawing a card, you swing with it, draw a card from leader, restand this card. You've already taken 1 of your opponent's battle cards and 1 card from their drop, combo them up, you attack again, just do it again. You're using these cards to clear it board or just draw a ton of cards. Just really good cards. Like, this is a very interesting set, especially with the transformation of true form, because it plays 4 drops for free. Once this card is placed in your leader area, you draw 1 and play with the 2 Majin Buus with energy cost 4. So innately, if you play Birth of Pure Evil, it's a 25k double strike that combos a card from your drop. Or you could just draw 2 additional cards. Yeah, okay, that's good. Rounding out the rest of the cards that were revealed for this archetype, the first one we have is Son Goku and Vegeta Strategy from Within. It's 3 energy, 3 Pacific Blue as well. It's a 20k battle card, but activate main limit 1 for 1 blue energy. You remove 1 of your blue Majin Buu Z leaders from the game, draw 1 card, and play this card from your hand. 1 energy, draw a card for a 20k beater isn't that bad, especially if you combine it with certain Z leaders. I think ultimately I have this currently in my archetype build. I do believe this will be one of the cards that will eventually get knocked out when it comes to finding an actual build I want to like play a little bit more competitively. But ultimately, this isn't a bad card for 1 energy. Like I said, you draw 1 card into 20k. Then we have Bobbity Evil Schemes. This is a card you want to play turn 1. So when this card's played, look at top 5 cards from your deck, add up to 1 blue Majin Buu card with energy cost 4 or less from your hand, and shuffle your deck afterwards. It does have an auto limit 1 for Spirit Boost 1. If your leader is a blue Majin Buu card, when this card is used in a combo, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's drop and use it in a combo for your combos, and you pretty much combo it. Then auto limit 1 Spirit Boost 1. If your leader is blue Majin Buu card, when you combo with this card, you can take 1 battle card from your opponent's drop and combo it as well, which is pretty awesome. Once again, that satisfies the unisons stuff. So yeah, it's pretty good. And the last card for the archetype I want to go over is a Z extra card. I don't know how I 100% feel about this card, but I think when I first read it, I was like, oh, this sounds really good. So for 1 energy, activate main. If your leader is blue Majin Buu card, look up to 5 cards from top of your deck, add up to 2 blue Majin Buu cards with energy cost 4 or less, and then shuffle your deck. For 1 energy, you search top 5, add 2 Majin Buus to your hand. Really good value, especially when I just went over the Bobbity Evil Schemes, which on play such as for 1. So depending on the situation, like you could play this one, play Bobbity, get the search, get the combo afterwards. Or you play the extra card, search top 5, add 2 cards to your hand potentially. Then there's the activate battle for limit 1. You pay the 1 energy, you just combo 2 cards from your opponent's drop area. It's not bad. Like in a pinch, if you pay 1 energy, get 2 cards in your combo area, you won't get the Z charge off it, but what you do get is, like I said, the Z-Unison. If you have Majin Buu on board, you +1, immediately get add 2 things there. Now, I will say, this does not specify combo power. It just says use up to 2 battle cards from your opponent's drop and combo in your combo area with their skills and get for turn. You could grab 2 super combos for 1 energy, and you get a 20k combo power off that. I think this card's really good. Maybe just a 1 or 2 of, because like you don't want to see this one a lot, but like you in the moment, if you have this, why not pay 1 energy to get 2 super combos out of it? For the rest of the build, it really just breaks down to preference and what you feel like you want to do. Like I went more of an archetype build here, so obviously I'm running the new secret rare from the set in this build. I think ultimately it will become Beast Gohan, but I just had to incorporate this. Activate main for 2 energy for leaders, blue or a Majin Buu card. You have 3 or more energy. You can play this card from your hand. It's dual attack, once per turn auto, unfortunate, but when this card attacks, your opponent reveals their hand, so you get hand knowledge. Then you can use up to 2 battle cards with energy cost 7 or less among them and combo with them. Really great for just hopefully your opponent's been hanging on to super combos. You play this, you swing, take 2 super combos out of their hand, hurts them a lot. Activate battle, choose up to 1 keyword skill on a card in your combo area, and it gains that skill. And like I said earlier, rounding the rest of it out, Oob, focus, full strength blow. It's a board wipe pretty much. Because you're comboing cards off, we have the SS3 Gotenks in here for 2 blue energy. If there's 2 or more cards in your combo area, you get to play this card, and then on play, you bottom deck one of your opponent's cards with energy cost 6 or less. Gohan, rare, triple attack, 3 energy to play it, or you can, and when this card's played, choose one of your opponent's battle cards. You bottom deck it for 1 blue energy. When you place the card in your Z energy, choose to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 5 or less, and place the bottom of his deck, so possibly gets rid of things. Super combos, I went with Vegeta this time around just because a lot of this stuff in this deck is comboing off your opponent's cards. So you probably won't be building as much of a Z energy. So I think you'd be starting out using Disciplined Warrior, but through more testing, maybe go to the new super combo as long as you have, I think, 2 Z energy. It worked out great. For defense plays, 17. Pilaf, Shu, and Mai. Dimension Magic, Sensu Bean, Shield's Army Reinforcements. I mean, it's just what I prefer to play, obviously. When it comes to the Z deck, like I said, this is a bit tricky. I'm going a more archetype route, so I'm obviously incorporating everything that would be great with this deck, and they all depend on what you want to do. For example, absorbing the strongest rookie. You use it to get rid of a problematic card on your opponent's board, but I think most likely this card will be the first card getting removed to either adjust numbers or add something new to my Z deck. Ultimate Source of Power. If you want to protect your Unison for a turn, this is great for that. Outside that, this also will probably get removed as well. I played 2 of the Absorbing Intelligence and 2 of the Transformation to True Form. I think this will probably become, I think Intelligence will become a 3 of, and I might bump up the ZX card I play. But yeah, that's it. I'm starting to ramble on a little bit. So we're going to end the video there. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoy this. And yeah, that's it. Stay tuned for the next one. Sure. Yeah. Bye.